Melanin Tarot here, and today we're going to be reading on Charlamagne Tha God. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, and let's begin. My first question is just an energy checkup. Let's start with that, an energy checkup. What's going on with Charlamagne's current energy? What's going on with Charlamagne Tha God's current energy? Interesting. I want to pull these cards out. Okay, oh wow, okay. So basically what I'm getting here is that he's being guided on the right path. He's doing good financially as well. I still see him, getting more in touch with his spirituality and being in tune with God. I'm seeing him definitely playing up into his role as a divine masculinity. And I see him doing good in that aspect. However, I also see him losing some opportunities that possibly could have came to him, or he had hoped for something better when it comes to a certain business deal and it didn't happen. But at the same time, I see him still doing good overall. When it comes to his love life, that seems to be popping up as well. We have the thinking woman in reverse, and I feel like his wife may be going through some emotional problems right now, and the doors are closing on that. Like, it doesn't really seem like the situation's going to get any better. So I'm seeing that his wife may be going through just some emotional pain right now, and they need to work on their relationship. I think they already are, but I don't know if it's going to progress any forward. Basically, it could, it couldn't. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, so I see good finances, but I don't see good relationship status. So yeah, let's see. How does he feel about the Kwame Brown situation that's going on right now? How does he feel about the Kwame Brown situation? Because I know he recently apologized on air. And how do you guys even feel about that situation? Because to me, I just thought it was just so odd. I know, like, a lot of people are like cheering Kwame Brown on, like, yeah, like, you go, Kwame. I'm like, what is this mess? On both ends, a mess. I heard what Charlamagne Tha God said, and I heard what Kwame Brown said, and I'm like, y'all, Charlamagne shouldn't have gone there, but I don't think that was his intention at all. I think he just came off the wrong way, and since he is, you know, Charlamagne, everybody immediately thinks that he's doing something wrong. But I mean, I don't know. People can progress. Like, all these celebrities progress. All of them. Even when you hate them, they're still going to stay right there, and they're going to progress. So I think people need to be kinder to him when it comes to his progression. But because I mean, I feel like he's evolved a lot more as a man. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that he's gone without any mistakes. Because that was a mistake. So yeah, okay, so that could explain why I'm talking the way that I am, because I'm getting his energy right now. And I got the Emperor card here, and basically what that means is he's handling the situation like a man. I feel like he kind of had spiritual guidance with it. It's the Hierophant card. He let it go. I feel like he was going to give a snarky reaction to Kwame Brown, but I'm getting this sense of like, let it go. He could be talking to TD Jakes as well. I'm not entirely sure. But I kind of do get that feeling of him talking to like his guidance and counselors and stuff, and them kind of telling him just let it go, move forward. Like, don't be the guy that always has to respond, because that's how you used to be. And now that you're becoming more spiritually aligned with yourself, let it go, because you have something else going on. Yeah, like I have the Two of Chalices, or the Two of Cups in reverse right here. So there's issues going on at the home. That's what he should be focusing on right now. Yeah, and I just see like right here, I have good business moves. I have good business moves going on right here. There's other things that he wants to focus on. He's already been in the media over and over again. So what this means to me is that I've already been like hit over and over and over again. I keep coming back stronger. So in this time against Kwame Brown, I'm just going to wait for it to die out once again. And I'm going to come back even stronger. But I do get a sense of, once again, of him making an offer to Kwame Brown, like trying to like keep the peace. And Kwame's like, nah, son, I'm going to keep it going because he's getting offers from this. This is the one of cups, the one of chalices, and that is the biggest offering card, one of the biggest offering cards inside the tarot deck. So he's getting exclusives, he's getting offers, he's getting deals from this drama. So keep it coming. You want to keep my name in your mouth? Okay, let the games begin. You're just making more money for me, basically. That's all you're really doing. Meanwhile, Charlamagne's energy is like, yo, my brother, like, let's be men about it. Like, you know, like, let's not go that deep. Let's be spiritual about it. And I think he should have made that more clear, right? I mean, I think his apology was pretty clear, right? I didn't think it was genuine, personally, but I'm guessing the card is saying that it is, so I'm going to give him that. But I didn't think that that his apology was genuine, but at the same time, he should be more clear about it being a spiritual lesson, because it's definitely a spiritual lesson for him right now, is to like forgive and just say like, as a man, I made a mistake. So he thinks that he's doing the right thing, and I do think that vibrationally he's doing the right thing, but be mindful he's around a lot of negative and low vibrational things. So even when you are doing like a good vibrational thing, I keep saying thing, even when you are doing a good vibrational act, you're still going to attract negative vibrational people and situations, because you are commenting and you are you're discussing and you're talking about these negative people who have a lot of problems going on. So you're doing it open to the masses, to where he finds out. So that's basically what's going on here. Yeah, so I want to see what's coming up next for Charlamagne. And you gotta also remember, like, a lot of people are not on the same spiritual path that you are. So I think it is time for him to find those people that are on that spiritual path. Like, or at least let them know that I'm coming more from a spiritual standpoint. I'm going through my own spiritual journey right now. That should be his main focus and goal. So that way, whenever he does make somebody upset, they know what he's going through right now, and he's being a man and taking up for his actions. Or speaking against his actions. What's coming up next for Charlamagne Tha God, career-wise? I have his wife coming up again. Not following her own intuition about certain situations. Interesting. This is a unique spread here, because what I'm basically getting is like, he feels like he's making victory after victory, and that's really what you're supposed to do. I can't believe I'm saying like all these like good things about him. That's what you're supposed to do, though. You're supposed to feel like you're making a lot of victories, but at the same time, I think in reality, he isn't. In reality, he's losing opportunities, but he's not thinking about the cup being half, what's it called? He's not thinking about the cup being half gone. Like, he's thinking about the cup being half full. So, yeah, and he has a lot of contracts, business deals. In this regard, this is meaning business deals coming up. I know he has this like black podcast network going on. And then we have the Brilliant Idiots as well as Sibling Rivalry. So he's doing good in his department, but I think that he's having issues with his love life, because I'm getting the Angel of Love reverse, and then right next to that I am getting the Garden and the Gate, and that they're questioning, where are we going to go with this marriage? Like, we're hitting another low point. But they've been together for a long time. I remember hearing before. They were together for a long time. Like, they are soulmates. I don't really want to say twin flames, but they're twin flame like soulmates. So I'm gonna ask what the second chakra means here. Okay, I'm getting that. I'm getting that he may step out, or he may quietly step out. Like, he knows somebody that he can step out with, that won't spill tea to the blogs. Let me see. What's his love life looking like? Charlamagne Tha God. Okay. Yeah. They're going through it. You had the honeymoon reverse. Like, you know, that's like the marriage card. Like, we need that passion again. I'm feeling like she feels like she needs more attention. You know, the not the same old, but yeah, the same old that goes on in relationships. And yeah, okay, so yeah, trust issues reversed. Like, where are you going? Why is it really that serious to where you have to go this place all the time, or this late at night? Is it that serious? And I kind of want to read to, like, let your friends help you. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting before with this card. You have the second chakra, and then you have the strategy reverse, right? So that was the two cards that indicated that he may be cheating on the side, even though he says that he isn't. And you know what I'm actually getting? I'm getting that he's not cheating. I'm getting that he's not cheating, but he has a go-to person that he could pay to, like, have something else going on for him. So he has a go-to person. Like, if I feel like I need, like, sexual gratification, or if I feel like I need to, like, get this out, I feel like he has somebody on the side that would keep hush-hush. Yeah, and then we have masculine energy, which I want to understand why Yang is out here. Please explain the Yang card. Okay, so yeah, too strong of energy to where he's not manifesting correctly to fix this relationship. Maybe he's not listening. That's what it is. He's not listening to her emotional needs. So it's messing up the manifestation of keeping the relationship alive. That's what the Yang card meant here. He's not listening enough to her emotional needs. Or at least that's how she feels. Definitely. Yeah, just some past life karma going on here. So it feels like in the business department, everything is all good. Even with this Kwame Brown situation, like, everything is all good. It's really the love department that he needs to focus on right now, because they're not really in a situation that they would like to be in. So I want to know, how does Charlamagne Tha God feel about his co-workers? Angela Yee. Oh, I remember that because they had a little fallout before. How does Charlamagne Tha God feel about Angela Yee? Okay, I think I pulled enough. Wow. He feels like she is a pawn in disguise. That was the first thing that popped out, because I have the Ten of Wands here, and obviously this is like a melodramatic card. Like, the entire card is blue, which symbolizes, like, conniving energy, pain, sorrow, and then the girl is inside, the woman is in a business suit as well. And then you have toads here, which to me symbolizes like burdens, like baggage. You see how she has baggage? And then the toads symbolize, like, negativity, which is not like an actual symbol, because but in this instance, with them being blue, yeah, that kind of signifies this some type of negative energy going on here. And then you have the Magician card. You have the Queen of Chalices. Oh, that's interesting. Reverse. And then you have the Four of Wands reversed. So I'm getting like they're playing cool for the show. They're trying to get along as much as possible, but he doesn't like Angela Yee's vibe. I wonder what's going on behind the scenes with her, because I do get a sense of like she used to be very kind and caring and sweet, and she isn't anymore. Like she's just conniving, trying to be on the up and up. And I'm trying to figure out what may have happened between them to where he feels this way. Like, this is one of those situations where if I were to get remarried, like, I would be like Jeannie Mai and Young Jeezy, like DJ Envy and Angela Yee would not be at the wedding. Like, Jeannie Mai didn't invite the real co-workers. And that's exactly what the energy feels like. So, yeah, I feel like she was trying to make okay, that explains a lot. Okay, I got it perfectly. She was trying to make a money move that backfired. And it was against Charlamagne and Envy. And when Charlamagne and Envy found out, that's when all hell broke loose. Period. And Charlamagne feels betrayed because he has love for Angela Yee like a sister. So he feels betrayed. And I feel like he hasn't been able to like really heal from that sense, because you know what? Perfect. Because I kind of already know his energy. I've been listening to the Brilliant Idiots, but I haven't listened to them in over a year. But I remember him saying, like, once somebody does you dirty, please believe it. Like, please believe that's their energy. And even though people can change, like, it's cutthroat. The industry is cutthroat. It doesn't matter what industry. If it's acting industry, music industry, modeling industry, podcasting industry. Well, I would just say podcasting, radio industry. It is very cutthroat. And that's what I'm getting here. Like, after somebody does something like that to you, please don't forgive them. Like, always keep it in the back of your head. And that's basically what I'm getting here. Yeah. And the deal was supposed to portray Envy as well. And I remember Charlamagne also going on saying, he was like, yeah, the Breakfast Club is like a job for him. Like, it's okay. Like, I get along with people, but I don't really get along with people. Whereas with his podcasting, even with Andrew Schultz, this is before he really blew up. I remember they got into it. He feels like he actually has more dominance over his creativity and his domain and what he's trying to do for himself. That's exactly what I'm getting. He feels like he can be more of himself, or he feels like he's more at home doing the podcasting and the interviews than he does on the Breakfast Club. I feel like it really just feels like a job at this point. Just trying to make funny commentary out of nowhere, and then doing Donkey of the Day with like minimal research, and then calling it a day. How does Charlamagne feel about DJ Envy? How does Charlamagne God feel about DJ Envy? Wow. Oh, wow. To me, it feels like brotherly advice. So it doesn't really feel like he has any issue with Envy. It just feels like, man, if only you did this instead of that, or if you did that instead of this, maybe you would be here than there. Like, I feel like they have kind of like a brotherly vibe going on, but at the same time, they also have like a tough love situation going on, but it stems from love. I feel like they not really bonded, but I feel like both of them feel the same way about Angela Yee, which is that she's conniving, which is why these cards came out again. And I feel like, in a sense, when it comes to DJ Envy, Charlamagne feels really proud of him because I see him manifesting. I have multiple manifesting cards right here. You have the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands right here. So I definitely see some manifestation coming on, but I also feel like he thinks DJ Envy overworks himself. And I feel like they bonded over the imposter syndrome that Charlamagne Tha God was going through as well, which led to him writing his book, Shook One. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, there was a time where DJ Envy was kind of like keeping to himself about some of his emotional trauma, and now they've been bonding with that and opening up towards each other. So I feel like they had like ups and downs, but the overall energy, like if I were to create a graph or like a line, it has been like brotherly love that keeps going up and up. That's what I would, that's exactly how I would explain their relationship. But at the same time, I do get that they've had like their ups and downs, but overall it's a gradual progression of friendship and brotherly love. And I kind of feel like, yikes, and I was getting that as well. He feels like DJ Envy needs some time away from Gia. Like, relationships have an up and down, up and down. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't really think I find anything wrong with the idea of having like somebody on the side that would keep hush hush. Like, just in case, because a marriage is what? You don't realize how long DJ Envy has been with Gia, and you don't realize how long Charlamagne Tha God has been with his wife. And when you're with that one person all the time for so long, every day, coming home and saying hi to them, I do feel like there are times where you kind of need something, a new spark. And then once that excitement's over, you go back to home, where you never lose home, but you just need a moment of spark. And I feel like he's trying to convince Envy to do just that. And Envy is so scared of losing Gia, because that feels like, now they actually do feel like twin flames. Like, that's his other half to him. So he's so scared of losing his other half. Yeah, I feel like that was his life path. Like, Gia is legitimately Envy's life path. Like, he can't lose his other half. So, but I don't think Charlamagne really likes Gia that much. Yeah. Well, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Like, if you're with somebody for like 40, 30, or even 20 years, like, if it was a mutual consent to have a, like, a side piece, the both of y'all have a side piece that y'all pay hush hush, and then when that excitement's over, like, y'all stay together and y'all stay in the home, would you do it? Because I feel like a lot of people undercover, a lot of couples undercover do it. I truly do. I don't really know nothing about that, but I feel like a lot of people do it. So the last question I have is a little bit darker. I want to know if Charlamagne Tha God actually did sexually assault that young girl back in the day. Like, let's put it into it. Let's put it into it. I'm getting guided to use this deck, and I kind of don't know why. Okay, y'all want to know the answer, so I'm just gonna have to tell y'all. This infers that it's a yes. The full story isn't really out though, and I keep hearing, be mindful, like, this is back in the day, this is back in the day, but at the same time, that's still disturbing. Like, you still have laws in place that are back in the day, which is why, like, our movements and, like, our generation is really making strides to change the narrative of how women deserve to be treated, and it should continue to do so. It should absolutely continue to do so. Wow. It should absolutely continue to do so, because our voices need to be heard. But at the same time, the mindset of, I guess this was like early 2000s, of both men and women were very, like, mansplaining, very, like, masculine, and they didn't really put women first. So with that being said, I'm getting that like what they were doing at that party was not nice. It was not the right thing to do at all, and I am getting that the accusations are more than likely true. But at the same time, I feel like the girl that's involved, or she's a woman now, so let me be very respectful. The woman involved and Charlamagne and his friends were not thinking the same way that we would think now as our society matures. Like, she probably, like, I don't want to say swept it under the rug, but something along the lines of, like, it traumatized her, but subconsciously, not consciously. Like, she didn't actually acknowledge the pain that happened, but it still happened. And I feel as though back when, women were told to do that. Like, that's our society. We just started figuring out women's rights. I don't want to, okay. I'm trying to figure out how is the best way to explain this, because when I start reading, I feel like I'm channeling multiple downloads. So I start saying a lot. I'm trying to clear my mind and get out every single piece of information that I can. So the best way to say this is that we just reinstated women's rights after forgetting about it, going back to it, forgetting about it, going back to it. Like the way that the patriarchy is, like, and that goes in black culture, that goes in American culture, that goes in like all these cultures. We don't really have women's rights the way that we deserve to have it. So I'm going in on this to say that the way that they were thinking about the situation back then was not the smartest way to think of it. However, this is what has become of it. So now she's speaking out, and her guides are telling her to continue making the effort to talk about it. But I'm also getting that the situation is kind of over and done with, because there's inaction here, and I feel like it was bringing her family a lot of stress and pain. And I'm also getting that she needs to heal from it. She needs to actually go to therapy about it. Like, go to therapy and heal from some of, and I feel like that's not the only sexual trauma that she has. She has multiple sexual traumas. And she needs to actually go and heal from it. Yeah. I don't even think she was trying to get money out of it. I'm not even lying to you. I feel like she has a lot of traumas that have caused her mental health to decline. And she needs to fix her second chakra. Overall, I kind of see Charlamagne, okay, that's what it is as well. I see Charlamagne being very careful about who he's engaging with. That's what this card's symbolizing. The sacral chakra is the sexual chakra. So he's being very careful about who he's engaging with, because I see that he doesn't want this type of situation to ever happen again. And I feel like he's even going back in the clock saying, okay, who did I sleep with before that could potentially like get at me? Because back when, I was not the nicest guy. My mindset now is not the mindset that I had back then. Like, now he's very anti-drugging, like very anti-assault. But back then, him and all his guy friends were hyping it up. Stuff like that. You know, that's masculine culture. So, yeah. And I feel like the situation is not really going to go anywhere. Charlamagne comes out happy in the end. And this was a part of his life path. His whole path kind of just seems like a spiritual journey that happened in his, I don't want to say too later of years, but that are happening more in his like up and coming later years. It feels like a spiritual journey that kind of just like hits hard, and you kind of have to face the woes that became back when you were too immature, and it took you too long to grow up and become more mature. Like, his immaturity got him the job, but now I feel like he's outgrown it, and he feels a lot more mature, but people still expect the immature Charlamagne Tha God. Like, they still expect him to be immature. They still treat him as if he is immature. And I feel like it hurts because he doesn't feel like his voice gets heard by the general public, but he does have a group. I feel like he has a group of fan base. I'm getting so many downloads. I'm getting that Black Privilege, the book, allowed him to feel so much more confident in himself because he knows that he has a fan base and he's hanging around the right people. I keep hearing like Ryan Holiday books as well. Like he's hanging around people outside of the urban community. And that really changed his mindset, and that changes the way that he views things. Like he's hanging out with so many different types of people that I guess like this whole immature Charlamagne Tha God that we know inside of like the urban and Black community is, we're still stuck on that, whereas he's hanging out with book authors and writers and theologists like T.D. Jakes and yeah, like the guy from Hillsong. I forgot his name. I just kind of feel like he's exploring so many different types of groups of people, politicians even. Like he's exploring so many different types of groups of people that the whole old Charlamagne is dead now, but we're still stuck on it. So this was a long one. To wrap it up, he's trying to be spiritual about the Kwame Brown situation, but Kwame Brown is not as spiritual as him, and he's seeing this as an opportunity. And he needs to work on his relationship with his wife. There's some extramarital things going on in that section. We really shouldn't get that much into it because that is his personal life. He has some good business careers coming up. But at the same time, it's like he could have had that's what it was. He could have had so much more, but I'm not getting him reaching that heights anymore. Like that was ripped away from him, but instead of looking at the glass half empty, that's what it is. He's looking at the glass half full. And he thinks that Angela is a snake, but he likes DJ Envy as like a brother. And unfortunately, the things that happened with that girl were true. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I know that was a lot. I know that was longer than I expected. But if you liked it, please show support by just commenting and letting me know. It took out a lot of energy from me. And also just liking the video. Subscribe for more. I'm trying to come out with as much content as possible. And yeah, until next time, guys. Adios. Bye.